Topic: Hitting the nail on the head. The mystic Abu Yazid, may God sanctify his spirit, said, during all these years I have never spoken to any creature or heard any creature speak to me. But people fancy that I am speaking and listening to them, because they do not see the most great speaker, of whom they in relation to me are just the echo. The intelligent hearer pays no heed to the echo. There is a well-known proverb to this effect. The wall said to the nail, "Why are you splitting me?" The nail replied, "Look at the one who is hitting me." Topic: The Heavenly Feast. In the hope of journeying upward, arise, and stand steadfast within the sanctuary. Pray and weep like a candle, O youth, let your fears fall like rain, and burn ardently in aspiration all night long. Like the candle beheaded by the flame, close your lips to food and drink, and come quickly toward this heavenly feast. Topic: Being transformed by spiritual intelligence. Lovers have heartaches, which no medicine can cure, neither sleeping, nor wandering, nor eating. The only cure is seeing the beloved. Meeting the friend is mending the sickness. This is so true that if a hypocrite sits with the faithful, he will be influenced by them and immediately become one of faith. As God says, when they meet those who have faith, they say, "We have faith." How then must it be when one of the faithful sits with one of the faithful? Consider what benefits must be conferred. Consider how wool is turned into a patterned carpet by proximity with an intelligent person. See how earth can be turned into a fine palace by being in connection with someone intelligent. If association with the intelligent has such an effect on inanimate objects, think what effect association of one who is faithful with another faithful one will have. Inanimate objects are elevated to such a level through association with the partial soul and intellect. If all this is a shadow of the partial intellect, and one can deduce a person from his shadow, then deduce what intellect and reason is needed to produce the heavens, the sun and moon, the seven layers of earth, and all that lies between. All these existing things are shadows of the universal intellect, just as the shadow of the partial intellect is proportionate to the shadow of its person. The shadow of the universal intellect, which is all existing things, is proportionate to that. Topic: A real gem. Until the gem surrendered itself, when did it ever become a jewel set into a ring? To keep being stony and to say "I" is crazy. It's time for you to die to self. Let go. Pride always grabs after power and riches, because the bath furnace burns perfectly with dung. These two nurses just plump up the skin. They stuff it with fat and flesh, and arrogance and pride. They focus on the shell, thinking it's the kernel. They don't raise their eyes to the kernel of the kernel. Topic: Traces. If you have just come from the fountain, why are you thirsty? And if you're the gland of the musk deer, then where is the fragrance of musk? How is there no trace in you of that which you speak and describe, O exalted one? A certain man asked a camel, "Hey, where are you coming from, O you whom fortune attends?" He replied, "From the hot bath in your street." Said the other, "Truly that's apparent from the state of your knees." Topic: Invisible ladders. The master of the stable is one thing, and the ass another. Not everyone who has entered the stable is an ass. But why are we talking about asses? Let's talk about the rose garden and fresh roses, and the pomegranate and the citron and the apple branch, and the wine and the countless fair maidens. or speak of the sea whose waves are pearls, and whose pearls can also speak and see, or of the birds that pick roses, and lay eggs of silver and gold, or of the falcons who nurture partridges, and fly both with their bellies turned downward and also on their backs. In the world there are invisible ladders, leading step by step up to the summit of heaven. There is a different ladder for every class. There is a different heaven for every traveler's way. Topic. Go easy on the lovers. Stop judging the lovers. See them with the eyes of love. Their time is precious, and their souls are watching out for the beloved. In that moment, they can't make excuses to you. Apprehend what's going on within them. Don't judge them by their words. Don't wound the hearts of lovers. Do you see how you condemn their enthusiasm? We are not saying abandon all prudence. Yes, be cautious, but give allowance. Sometimes it's better not to interfere. Topic. I and my broken heart. For me, the gate of union has been closed by the friend. My heart has been broken by the sorrow and pain of the friend. From now on, I and my broken heart will wait at the gate, for those with a broken heart have the favor of the friend. Topic. Under the influence. Seek refreshment from the sacred chalice, whose wine leaves you selfless and free of will. Then all volition will belong to that wine, and your drunkenness can be excused. Whatever you touch will be touched by the wine. Whatever you sweep away will be swept away by the wine. The drunkard who has sipped wine from this chalice, how could he do anything but justice and goodness? You no longer care what your hands and feet do, for they are under the influence of the wine of oneness. Topic. Different tastes. Everybody resembles a bowl or a pot, containing both food and heartache. The bowl is seen, the contents hidden. Only the one who tastes knows what is gained from it. The form of Joseph was a cup of extraordinary beauty. From it his father drank 100 exhilarating wines, but his brother took poisoned water from it. That increased their hatred and anger. For Zuleika, the drink she took was sweet as sugar. She drank a different intoxicant from the hand of love. The nourishment that came from Joseph to that fair one was again different than that which came to Jacob. The sherbets are varied, though the bowl is one, so that you may have no doubt concerning the wine of the unseen. The wine belongs to the unseen, the bowl to this world. You can see the bowl, but the wine within is quite hidden, very hidden from the eyes of the uninitiated, but clearly visible to the adept. Topic. One true servant is worth. Is there any one person who is worth 1,000 others? The saint. Actually, that servant of the Most High equals 100 generations. The great rivers kneel before the jug that has a channel to the sea, especially this sea of reality. For all the other seas, when they heard this royal command and mighty cry, their mouths became bitter with shame and confusion, because the greatest name had been joined with the least. At the coming together of this world, with the world beyond, this world shrinks in shame. Anything I can say falls short, for what resemblance exists between the coarse and the most fine? Just because the crow cows in the orchard, why should the nightingale stop its sweet song? Everyone then has his own customer in this bazaar of he does what he pleases. Topic. The one and the other. The desert provided by the briar patch is nothing more than a morsel for the fire. The fragrance of the rose is food for the intoxicated brain. The filth that we find repulsive to the pig and the dog is a delicious treat. If the filthy go cavorting in the dirt, still the clear waters move to purify. Those snakes are scattering venom, and though the sour face distress us, still the bees in their mountain hives keep depositing sweet stores of honey. Topic: Curb your anger with gratitude. Jesus was asked, O Spirit of God, what is the most tremendous and most difficult thing in this world and the next? The wrath of God, he answered. What can save us from it? They asked. Curb your anger, restrain your wrath, he replied. The way to do this is to oppose the self, and when it wants to complain about something, give thanks instead. Exaggerate it so much that love is generated within you, for to give false thanks is to seek love from God. So says our great master Muhammad. To complain of a creature is to complain of the Creator. He has also said that enmity and anger are hidden within you, from you like fire. When you see a spark leap out of this fire, put it out right away, so that it may return to non existence from whence it came. If you help it along with the match of a word of recrimination or retort, it will find a way to come out again out of non existence, and only with difficulty will you be able to send it back. Repel your enemy with something better, so that you may vanquish him. Your enemy is not his flesh and bone, it is his evil thought. When that is repelled from you by means of abundance of gratitude, it will be repelled from him also. This occurs naturally, as the saying goes, the human being is a slave to beneficence.